Hey guys, my name's Fran, and this year I applied to the College of Engineering at Texas A&M, and I am very excited to say that I will be going. I'm 100% committed. So this is the very first video of my channel. Before I start with the video, I wanted to explain what the purpose of this channel is and why I made it. So the purpose of this channel will be to show you my experiences, dorm tours, anything Texas A&M, just anything college related, but specifically Texas A&M. And the reason I made this video is because when I was looking for information regarding colleges and specifically Texas A&M, I just felt there wasn't enough information out there. I wanted more detailed information, more dorm tours, more information about how people got in, more information about the College of Engineering. So I decided to take it into my own hands to provide that information to people who are looking for it out there. So in this video, I will be going over all my stats, including the classes I took in high school, my SAT score, my extracurriculars, my rank, my GPA, and all that kind of stuff, just how I got into the College of Engineering. However, disclaimer, I was in the 10% of my class, so I did get automatic acceptance. For those who don't know, because you either leave out of state or you just don't know, in Texas, whoever is in the 10% of their class gets automatic acceptance to any college in Texas, except UT, which requires you to be 6% of their class. And so I can't really tell you how my stats affected my admission into Texas A&M itself, but the College of Engineering is a holistic review, regardless of whether you're 10% or not. So I will be providing my stats for that admission. I also wanted to add that if you guys ever want any specific videos about A&M or my college experience, to leave comments so I can try to make those videos for you guys.
Okay, so I'm going to go over my curriculum. In this section, I'm going to include the classes, extracurriculars, SAT, GPA, rank awards, and AP scores that I had throughout my high school career. I will be providing details for every single section that I do, so if you're not into that, I would just go ahead and skip around. So I'm not starting with my freshman year just because I took classes that gave me high school credit before I started high school. So in 8th grade of my middle school year, I took on-level health and pre-P algebra 1. I also had credits for Spanish 1, 2, 3, and 4 by the time I went to high school because I took an advancement test my 7th grade year of middle school, which allowed me to skip from Spanish 1 all the way to Spanish 4. I do want to add I am a native speaker, so it made the test a little bit easier for me. But if anyone has any questions on which test I took or how hard it was or any related questions about that or how I took Algebra 1 in 8th grade, just let me know in the comments and I'll provide that information for you. Okay, so going into high school, starting with my freshman year, I want to note that I didn't take any APs whatsoever my freshman year, and it did affect my ranking within my grade, and I will definitely go into more detail about it when I go into my ranking. So for biology, it says on-level / pre-AP just because halfway through the year I switched up to pre-AP, so I ended up having credits for both on-level and pre-AP, and that's just how it showed up in my transcript. This year I did take both pre-AP geometry and pre-AP algebra 2, which means that I double blocked math. I did that by making pre-AP algebra 2 an elective. So my counselors did warn me very heavily against this. I'm not very sure why. They sent me emails, they sent my mom emails, they told me don't take it, then they told me take on level. I would just say that if this is something you're interested in and you think you're capable of doing it, I would just do it because I didn't think it was all that challenging and I really enjoyed it. It allowed me to take more math courses throughout my high school years, so I would definitely recommend it. So for my sophomore year, as you can see, AP World History has a little GT in parentheses, which was also present my freshman year next to my English class. All that is a gifted and talented program that they offered at my high school, which lasted both my freshman and my sophomore year, and all it was AP World History combined with English. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. I would definitely recommend it, so if it's something you're interested in and you have any questions about, just let me know in the comments. Although I did have a Spanish 4 credit already, I took AP Spanish 4 just due to the fact that since I'm a native speaker, it was an easier class for me and the grade would boost my GPA just because it was an AP class. It just gave me that extra boost. If you know of an AP class that might come easy to you, I would definitely recommend it because it did boost my GPA a lot. So going into junior year, which I do have to say was my hardest year, probably because of the amount of APs that I took this year, I did take another gifted and talented program, which combined both AP US History and AP Language and Composition. And instead of having that class every other day, I would have it every single day. I really enjoyed it. I would definitely look into it if it's something that you're interested in. So I also have on-level debate / library aid, and that was just because I took on-level debate and dropped halfway through the year and became a library aid, and I was just left with the grade from on-level debate at the end. So here's my senior year, which was kind of a break for me. I did drop AP Literature, and I'm currently in on-level English 4, and I have 2 early releases, which I really love. Here are my extracurriculars for all 4 years of high school. I definitely included babysitting because I did it all 4 years and it's a job I really enjoy and I still currently do it. I also included Casa del Bro, which was a Mexican restaurant that I worked at for 1 summer, and it just showed work experience. So for clubs, I included National Art Honor Society because I was a member for all 4 years of high school and I'm still currently a member and also a treasurer, which I also included in my application. I am a member of National Honor Society and Spanish Honor Society, but I did not include those in my college application. Lastly, I included volunteering just because I really enjoyed volunteering for this dog rescue organization called Pooch Savers, and I volunteered for over 30 hours 1 summer, and I thought it was definitely worth mentioning. So if you're wondering, I did have over 100 hours of community service by the time I applied, but nowhere in my application did it ask how many hours of service I did, so it wasn't a factor that was taken into account when I applied. So now I'm going to go into other statistics that I haven't yet mentioned, like my SAT score. I submitted a 1410, a 680 in reading, and a 730 in math. This was my score from my second time taking the SAT. The first time I took it, I got a 1400, so I obviously submitted the higher score. For my GPA, that was the GPA that I had by the time I did my application. Same thing with my rank. I do want to note that I didn't rank at all when I was in my freshman year, just due to the fact that I didn't take any APs, but I did rank my sophomore year when I took my first AP. For my awards, there wasn't any specific place where you could submit awards, but there was a place where you could check a box if you had specifically the College Board National Hispanic Recognition Award. So that was a box I checked. I got that award for my PSAT score, which was a 1390. So these are my AP scores that I had by the time I applied. I did send them in to A&M before I applied on October 15th, but I'm not sure if they were taken into account or not, so I couldn't for sure say if this was a factor in my admission. So I decided to include a small section of what my essays were. I'm not going to show the full essays, I'm just going to show you the question and the summarized answer of what I put. So this is my general essay for A&M, but I also reused it for my Common App essay just because it was optional and I already had automatic admission. These were my 2 supplementals, but again, since I had automatic admission, I don't think they had any weight on whether I was accepted to the College of Engineering or not. But yeah, these are the supplementals. Lastly, this was the essay that really mattered for me. This is my engineering essay. It's an essay that you have to write specifically for engineering since it is a separate application. And yeah, this was the essay that really mattered for me. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this video.